Alright. Just waiting for ads like per usual. I wonder why the ads on my videos are always so long. Usually on everyone else the ads are only like 5 seconds. Alright, anyways, so last time we cleared some of the bathhouse. Healed from the fox, and when we stepped out, we are going to be going right back into the bathhouse now. Because we still got about 5 floors to clear, I believe. Six. So let's get back to work. Back to the labyrinthine dungeon.
I smell 2 enemies. This one's very weak against electricity.
Oh, that's right. We still have the Empress buff up, so we can see all the analysis.
2 enemies left.
So I have no idea how Chie standing on 1 foot actually guards herself.
You hit its weakness. Smart move, Sensei. You hit its weakness. Smart. Okay. Ready or not, here we come.
Oh, it didn't kill that one. Oof. So she took the hard hit from that one. Oh god, right, this one. You have to try to match. At least gives you 5 tries at it. This is actually one of the rarest ones. I rarely ever see this one come up, and I don't really know why. Ooh, the magician. Sure, let's see what this does. Upright magician. Upgrades a skill for a persona we have. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if that would downgrade it if it was inverted. That could be really bad. There's 7 keys. I can't believe this. Ooh, that might be really good. That's what I think it is. Yes. Those are accessories that are I find actually fairly decent. They're never a guarantee, but you already saw how good Yukiko's dodge physical was working for us, so that's a new enemy.
There are 3 enemies. Careful.
Please don't kill Soji. Oh, this is bad.
It's not strong at all. I'm sure you can. 3 enemies. Let's get through this. Throw down. That's some thick skin.
What have we got to work with here? Oh, I should have had Yosuke heal as well.
Couldn't quite beat it.
This could end very badly.
Counting on you. Damn, it's not going down.
Let's see. Just keep it here because I honestly don't actually have anything with all hit on
Good work,
Soji yet.
Sensei. That's one so far.
I really should have fused before we came back in here.
Take this! Couldn't quite beat it.
Two enemies! Charge through them! Throw down! Persona! Yosuke!
Nice,
found
Yosuke.
an enemy. Damn, it's not going down.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea.
One enemy left!
It's not like I don't have Goho M's to spare.
I broke a sweat. I leveled up.
That's it. I actually also need to pull a couple of things out of... I'm actually not even really done the floor, so I'll go ahead. I also need to pull a couple of things out of the compendium. Because I said I don't really want to overuse the compendium, but it's there to be used, so... Might as well pull out some tricks for the bosses when I know what the bosses are going to require. Oh, right. This.
Oh. Excuse me. Do you have any business here?
Well, we were gonna fuse.
As you can see, my master is currently away.
Also, I don't know why this isn't auto-advancing like other cutscenes do.
If your errand isn't urgent, I regret to ask that you come back late. No, that won't do. This room is bound tightly to your fate. Nothing here happens without a reason. There must be meaning in our meeting here alone. Welcome to the Velvet Room. I am Margaret.
Yeah, basically, we're going to start,
I am the one who rules over power, invited here after my predecessor's sudden disappearance.
we're going to establish the Empress social link here.
You may be the first person who has ever been welcomed here by someone other than my master.
Also, her predecessor, she means, is Elizabeth, who was the attendant in Persona 3.
The Velvet Room is inseparable from the heart of its invited guest.
Yeah!
The shape of the room and its residents are selected by my master, based on the number of guests and their destiny.
Also, the number of guests thing is a callback to Persona 1 and 2, where you had multiple people in the Velvet Room. In 3, 4, and 5, only your main character accesses the Velvet Room.
Shall we chat? I feel that is what I'm called to do.
It sounds like it was a ton of... It was pretty funny, but it was actually pretty just meh. The thing about 1 and 2 was that everybody was a wild card. Oh, that is hilarious to imagine. Yeah, the thing about, well, maybe not 1, but I know at least both versions of 2 is that you could swap persona on every character. Every character had the wild card ability. They changed it to where only your main character has the wild card in this game. And, well, 3, 4, and 5. And probably any other Persona games will only have the main character as a wild card. I honestly like that a bit better. It is the sad thing of not being able to customize your party so in depth, but there's less you have to manage. And since you have a time limit in these games when you did not have a time limit in 2, that's a bit better. Also, with the attendants, at least starting with 3, all of the attendants have the same traits. They will have golden eyes, blonde hair, and be dressed in blue. So this is a social link that I mentioned was a pain in the butt to level. It's one of those that is incredibly annoying your first time through, but when you New Game Plus it, it becomes hilariously trivial. Because to level up her social link, you have to show her persona with various skills. You have to have a specific persona with a specific skill, which requires like chain fusing and certain types of fusions. It's a thing. And like I said, the reason it becomes essentially trivial in other playthroughs is if you actually manage to do it in your past playthroughs, you can just yoink the thing out of the compendium and throw it at her. Unlike, as far as I'm aware, unlike every other social link, this does not take time to level up. You could probably get it to 10 just sitting here in the TV world. It is kind of nice that the opera singer apparently is still present, just not in your specific version of the Velvet Room. The reason I honestly don't like it is that it's because it basically feels like grunt work. It's not
I wish you well.
It's not anywhere near as bad in 5 because you can choose what it inherits. But remember, we can't make a choice on what it inherits in this game. You essentially just have to cancel out and refuse until it finally gets the skill Margaret wants on it, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. And by kind of, I mean an extreme pain in the butt. Let me actually register what I've got, and I'll see if I can pull out what she needs. Okay, we do not want to register the Archangel. I think our Sylph, yeah, the Sylph is fine to register. Our Orbas is leveled up. Our Kusith is exactly the same. And our Angel is actually better because of the Magician boost she got. Yeah, this is what happens when you... This is why you have to fuse. Okay, what did she want? She wanted an Ipandara. I don't actually know what that's called. Also, I just want to show this one off because, look, he's my favorite persona. Look at the crap I fused on him in the past playthrough. I spent, like, an hour getting Loki all of this crap. Let's see, do I actually have an Ipandara? Probably. I don't know what Arcana it is, so I'm not sure what to... It's Hermit, okay. So does this have... Okay, it does not have the skill she wants, so... I'll deal with it later. Alright. So I'm looking for something specific. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Ooh, just short of King Frost. What about Saravasi? Diablo for Secunda. With these, thankfully, you don't have to back out all the way. You can just do that. And I'm actually going to go ahead and make this because having something with media on Soji would actually be quite useful. And we've seen the thing before, so I'm just gonna skip. I also really want to level her for that Invigorate too, because that would be really nice to pass down on future Persona. Like I said, the boost is not enough to be necessary, but it is very helpful if you're doing things you can just auto-attack through. I can make Jack Frost. Yakshini. Ooh. That Mabufu is nice. She comes with Rakunda. I think I want that one. Question is what to put on her. I think definitely media. She already has Mabufu. That's true. She also has more agility and endurance, so that's actually probably better to stick with her. Ooh, we are just short of Phoenix. That's kind of sad. So you get Principality. Ooh, because these things have a lot of skills, Principality can inherit a lot of stuff. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. I just kind of muse over what I've got and stuff. So let's see. What would be good to actually have him inherit? Oh, no, you're not backseat gaming. Well, maybe a little, but I don't really mind it too much from you because you actually know what the limits are. You know what bothers me and what I actually appreciate. So you can easily dodge the stuff that I don't actually want. I think he definitely needs to get Zio because I don't have anything else that uses Zio right now. I don't think. But what else? Yep. Generally, the backseat gaming rule is just for newbies because newbies don't really know where my limits are. But, like, if somebody attended enough that they knew what I would consider reminders and what would I consider backseat gaming, then they'd be more than welcome to do the reminders. Especially if I say, I should definitely do this, and then start musing on something else, because my brain sometimes works faster than, well, part of my brain sometimes works faster than the other parts, so. I'm thinking he definitely needs Zio. I'm thinking Rakukaja and Tairukaja as well. I'm not gonna try this too often. Let's see if I can get Secunda. Well, let's see if I can get Secunda in there and I got it right there! Perfect! That's actually a perfect setup that I would like on him. It's a really nice set. I wish those were the Ma buff skills, but I don't have anything that I can access the Ma buff skills with yet. I'm not high enough level to fuse anything with it. I am gonna try to need to fuse a buffer persona with all 3 of the Ma skills if I can manage it, but generally in my experience it's better to have your buff skills spread out so that you can just cast it all on the first turn. And I think Kanji learns Mataru Kaja, but I don't remember. Oh, I forgot there was a fusion forecast today. So if I can actually... So Mataru Kaja from Kanji, Masuku Kaja from Yosuke. That would leave me with Maraku Kaja that I would just need. Then all 3 could buff all of our stats at the start. Ooh! As a result of the fusion forecast, Principality learned Mara Agi. Nice! I guess the fusion forecast is a fuse a justice persona? That's a nice principality though, good lord. Where's the forecast? Yeah, create a persona of this is Arcana. Bonus social link XP added and Mara Agi added. Tomorrow... Ooh. Okay, so skill change is actually something interesting. You always want to save before you do this. But skill change means that it will pick a random skill from the fused persona and offer to change it. The change can be into nearly any other skill. As far as I'm aware, it will always be an upgrade. So like if you have Zeo, it could change into any other element, but it would always be like the Ma version of that element. Either that or I've gotten really lucky on it. But that's actually really good to fuse with. Oh, actually, I could fuse it upon Datara right now. That could be it. I've never looked fully into it, so I don't know for certain. I actually don't need that media on her anymore because I've got media on Sarvasi. Oh, I kind of want that. It is. Ooh, I'm too low level to get that right now, though, aren't I? But I would love to be able to get that. That would be insanely good. By 5 levels, so I might actually not be too low level by tomorrow, since we're gonna be going through the whole dungeon and all. I might do that off screen. What I might do is that I might go ahead and go back in tomorrow and then do it off screen to see if I can get it. So for those who don't know, Victory Cry is basically the most broken skill in this entire game. When a battle ends, if you have a persona with Victory Cry equipped, it completely restores your HP and SP. If I got something that early and could keep fusing it down, I would never have to use the Fox ever. And yes, that's party-wide, not just Soji. It's worth it if you can get it because it basically snaps the game over your knee. If I can't get it, I might try to fuse it on my favorite persona. Though that might not be possible. Well, I'm sure it's possible, but the chain required for that might not be anything I can, actually do. Okay. Before I start fusing, I'm gonna register these in the compendium. Oh, yeah. You can actually tell by looking what ones I have and have not leveled up. keep her for now. Dekunda is actually really, really good to get on something, so I don't really want to wipe that. Wait, did she want Sukunda or Sukukaja? Oh, so yeah, you can see a bunch of things. She wants Sukukaja. Okay. Way to be creepy, Margaret. Also, you can. This is just telling her about, or this is just talking to her about stuff. Yeah, this is actually why you want to try to register as many persona in the compendium as you actually can. Because the more persona you have, the cheaper it is to summon them again. I have... Oops, no. I have it with Sukukaja, why is she not taking it? Oh, I probably have to step out and back in to trigger her. Forgot about that. Ooh, I keep hitting the wrong button. I think I'm just gonna pull her from the compendium. I like the one in the compendium better than the one I have, so... Ooh, we're a few levels short of Matador. But we can do Jack Frost. I already have a bunch of... I don't think I have anything with Mipatra, do I? So fusing that Jack Frost is actually good because he would have Mipatra. Yeah, I'm gonna back out and back in to level up Margaret and then I'll fuse it away. I was just checking what it could actually become. It's a weird way of doing it, but like it won't actually force progress the day. Because you can do it well in the TV world, and it will never force progress if you're in the TV world.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I wish there was a way to lock persona like you can in 5, so you would know, like, okay, this is the persona you actually need for Margaret's requests. I honestly think she does. I do like the fact that if you actually New Game Plus it, you can just max out a social link in one day. Yeah, powers grow, blah blah blah. Matador with Mahama. I might actually have that in the compendium. But I need to fuse stuff first. So what can he actually learn? Actually, putting Mara Agi and Sukukaja on him would be very helpful. I don't know if he can learn, if he can inherit Mara Agi. I feel like I feel like nearly every skill can be inherited, even if they're weak to it. But there's so little information on this that I'm not totally sure. I won't try forever, just a few attempts. That would make sense. Either Sukukaja and Mara Agi or Sukukaja and Patra. I'll stop when I get one of those. So I'm not too concerned about Maraagi since Yukiko has it as well. Okay, come on. That's also true, yeah. That'll work. Also, there's actually something that can happen called a fusion accident. It is very, very rare, but when you are fusing one persona, it has a random chance to change to another persona. I don't know if we'll actually see it, because when I say it's rare, I mean it's really rare. But if you're going to be fusing something that is like vitally important rather than just kind of fusing for the sake of fusing and upgrading, it's a good idea to save before, just in case. Yeah, that's fun story about that. Mara was the first fusion accident I ever got. Kaja, Secundo, dodge ice. Okay, I think I definitely want him to have Dikaja. Hysterical Slap would be nice to actually give me a physical ability, but Dikaja is basically going to be a necessity here. Slight spoiler, the upcoming boss will actually buff itself, and if you don't have a Dikaja, you're gonna be hurting a lot. Yeah, I was just kind of sitting there going, I was very, very confused as to why my, I don't even remember what it was. Like, I don't even remember what it was that I was trying to fuse. I just know that it turned into Mara, and I was sitting there for a good 2 minutes straight trying to figure out what just happened. Come on, give me Dikaja. Bash is bad because Bash is actually useless on it, so... Yeah, basically, I was just kind of going, where'd the kitty I was trying to fuse go? It was also mixed with a healthy dose of what in the world am I looking at? Hi, princess! Come on, give me Dikaja with something, literally anything other than... That'll work. I was like, literally anything other than Bash, that'll work. We're talking about fusion accidents and how my very first fusion accident was Mara. Before I even knew that fusion accidents could happen. We're gonna go rescue a fairy with a fairy. I think that's about it, yeah. Besides Sandman, I want to actually keep everything else. I want to dismiss Saravasi. I will have to actually step out to do that. Ice Break, Medium, Widow, Innovation, Ice Break, Full Off, Dodge Fire. I think Dodge Fire is something he actually learns. Medium, Widow, Patra, Sukaja. Patra. Yeah, I think I like this Jack Frost better. I can always level it up later. See you, Arm Chopper, Tarunda, Agi, Makajan, Media, Elect Boost, Mozeo. Once again, I like the Oberon I've got better. Alright. So I actually, first and foremost, I need something that resists physical attacks for this upcoming boss. I'm gonna be hurting a lot if I don't get something that resists physical attacks coming up for this boss. Problem is, I also need something that resists it, but is actually usable. And is not going to kill me. That's not going to help. Problem is, I think most Persona that resist physical that I have are way too high level to be of any actual help. Oh, that's not bad. Ooh, that's not bad. It's a little higher level than I am right now, but that's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Ooh. I think I'm gonna take him. What was the Persona you suggested that I find, Pi? The one that learned, what was it? Tetrakarn, I think it was? Oh yeah. Does Matador have Mahama? No. I'm gonna have to refuse Matador. Kaiwan level 24. Do I actually have Kaiwan? I'm also missing one of the 4 beasts. So I just want to show this off. I love Lilith. She just looks really amazing. Garuda. Seth. I did? There you are! Oh, it comes with Tetrakarn. Interesting. That week is very unfortunate, though. I think I'd be better off fusing Tetrakarn onto something. I'll pick it up. Question is, can I fuse it into anything I currently have? And the answer is no. Okay, well, I will hold on to it. I've actually got space, and I can kick Saravasi out because I already have everything I need from her on other people. Well, maybe. Let's double check. I had something that had media. Oh yeah, he has media. He has media, and I'm probably going to be keeping him equipped during the entire fight. What I'm more concerned about is he doesn't actually have any spell attacks. I'm a bit better equipped now. I actually have slots to pick up other Persona, so I can play around with fusing a little later. Didn't mean to pick that. Luckily that does not actually wipe your progress. It only actually saves your new progress if you go, if you go up a floor. So if you accidentally hit the first floor, you can just back out and go back to the floor you were on. I was gonna say I don't really feel in danger, but considering one of the streams got cut up by a power outage, I think I'm gonna go ahead and save to be safe. It's actually quite nice today. There's no rain or anything storming down. Holy crap, yesterday though, it was pouring. It was like somebody took a planet-sized bucket and dumped it on us. The rain started suddenly and the roads were flooded within like 20 minutes of the rain starting. It was sure something. Okay, that looks like the actual way to go, so let's check this way.
There are 3 enemies! Careful! You can win this! Do your best! Persona! 3 enemies! Let's get through this! Throw down! Someone else's turn.
Why is it always going after the girls? That's what I want to know. You need to go away.
I can't defeat it. Hey! All right, only 2.
Persona!
Not really!
2 enemies! Charge through them! Throw down! That's some thick skin.
No, Yukiko is. Chie isn't really.
Persona!
Huh? Don't give up, Yosuke!
You're alright, Yosuke, you're alright.
Woohoo! Chie-chan! That's 1! You're gonna pay, damn it! Throw down! Persona!
The strikes of these things shouldn't be anything to Chie kicking you right in the crotch.
Chie-chan's down! This isn't good! 1 enemy! Fight, fight, fight!
Oh, I've had it with you. I guess that does it.
I should have picked up the other Saravasi for the Invigorate. I just never realized that was one of the reasons I wanted to keep her. There's just so much to keep in mind when fusing Persona that things just get shoved out of my head. Oh well.
Electricity should work well! Go for it!
This is a problem. Did I get something with Mozio? I feel like I did. But I can't say for sure. I did not. Okay. Old-fashioned way then.
Persona!
I know, I was looking for Mozio.
Smart move, Sensei!
I thought I fused something with Mozio, but I didn't.
You hit its weakness! Smart
You're doing
move,
well.
Sensei! You hit its weakness!
It will end here.
Hey, I can get Lilum back. She'll be as good, but fusion fodder. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, Maverick, what does this one do? I don't feel safe flipping death without knowing what actually might happen. Screw it. I said. Interesting. Interesting. So death is only good to let something happen if you are actually basically bottomed out on SP, because at that point you will either be back to you'll either be where you already are or completely healed. That's a little disappointing.
You can win this. Do you? Soda. Go, Sen. Huh? Is it my turn?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
This is actually one of the times where it's good to deny the follow-up, because
Sensei, that's how it's done.
only I can hit the weaknesses.
Go, Sensei. You knock.
Let's do it!
I don't really like things that are like situational, personally. With all the others, yeah, the reverses could be bad, but the upright is good enough to try it at nearly any point. With that one, though, if you try the upright, or you try to do it without having your SP low, then you'll just be in trouble. Alright, what's it upgrading? Sweet! Sweet!
You did it, Sensei. Another level for me.
That was nice. I gotta remember to re-register Oberon when we're done here. It is kind of a shame, but I'm not gonna complain. I'll just level up Oberon some to get him a couple of other skills. Oh, it is limited to elemental skills. Interesting, I didn't know that. That means it's not actually as much of a risk as it seems like it would be in that case, since if you can only make it single target or multi-target, then you're not losing a level.
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
Right, but I mean, it won't upgrade, like, yeah. And then
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
that's what I meant, is like, it won't upgrade Zio to Xionaga. So while it could be bad if it goes reverse, it's not going to be catastrophic if it goes reverse.
Oh, I've had it with you!
3 enemies left.
Protect me, Tomoe!
Go, John. That's one.
Someone finish it off!
I'm kind of sad Despair is not in this game.
2 enemies. Charge through them. Counting on you. Someone else's turn.
I love it too!
Persona! There! Yikes. It's tough.
Persona.
And that
An enemy escaped. Just one left for you. There.
fear is good for managing it, but they do sometimes escape, which I believe lowers your experience. Soji always loses SP fast. I've never had anybody lose SP as fast as the main character from the way I play, but it's not too big a deal. The main issue Soji's losing SP fast is because we've only hit things that are weak to Zio, which the other 3 cannot take advantage of. In the castle, when there were a lot of things weak to Bufu, Chie was the one who was dropping rapidly. They're weak to
Electricity
lightning.
should work well. Go for it.
They likely reflect wind. So we're gonna do this.
Throwdown. Persona.
This is Dikaja, by the way. It's really nice.
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
Ooh, Yukiko, that was good.
So
3
persistent.
enemies left.
Someone finish it off.
Yeah, I think it's worth it to make sure to get the all-out attack.
You hit its weakness. Smart. Okay.
Because there's no guarantee I was gonna crit on the other one. That would have left us with 1 half health down, 1 full health down, and we couldn't really have done anything with that. Ooh, Titan. Hermit Arcana. What are you gonna do for us? Upright Hermit. The entire ooh, I hate this one. I didn't mention they weren't as rare for me as they were for other people. Except like, I would have had to switch away from Oberon to do that. I'd rather pay the extra 2 SP and then get Oberon the EXP since I actually kind of want to level him up to get his skills. Speaking of mixed parties,
This enemy's weakness is ice attacks.
being said, it's strong to wind. It does not reflect wind. That is a thing I can work with. Just something we just straight up boo-foo. No.
This enemy's weakness is ice attacks. Four enemies! You gotta hang in there!
I'm not gonna risk it. Nothing has Magaru though. Alright, we'll go this way.
Counting on you. 3 enemies down.
Wow, Yosuke
Good work, Yosuke. Ooh, good one,
Someone
Yosuke.
else's
You hit
turn.
its weakness.
There. So persistent.
Also, yes, that might have been a little bit of a waste of SP, but I wanted those things dizzy just in case.
3 left. Okay.
And then generally I have to use 2 Magarus on those anyway, so might as well just get it out of the way now. Save myself some damage in the run. Yeah, I see why the Hermit would actually be useful for people, but for me, I kind of hate it. Because I like my minimap not being full because I check where I have and have not gone based on what's filled in on the minimap. So I think I'm going to replace that as soon as I get another Arcana chance. It's helpful if you're just trying to, like, rush through the dungeon and want to know where the stairs are, but we need to level, so...
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
Man, that charm is doing really good for Yukiko, isn't it?
That's some thick
3
skin.
enemies left.
There. I couldn't do it.
Woohoo, Chie-chan!
Actually, I am
That's
going to change
one.
though.
You hit its weakness.
Oh, no, he doesn't. If there's any RNG god that loves me, it exists in this game and this game alone, because literally everything else I play, I have the most abhorrent luck. And it's either straight out abhorrent, which at least I can tolerate, or it's mean level abhorrent. And oh god, have I wanted to cry on the mean level abhorrence. Oh, we're being watched. No. I don't have D20s though. Yeah, like that when I say abhorrent, when I say like abhorrently mean, that is the type of level of abhorrently mean. Like on a gacha game, I rolled like a 1% chance to get a top tier, rare, otherwise unavailable card, and it was a card of a character I absolutely detest. So I basically had to... I essentially had to sacrifice a card people would pay like hundreds of dollars to get, and I just trashed it for like a handful of experience because I just hated that character so much. And that's not the first time that's happened. I actually get that a lot where I hit like... I will hit like the 1% rolls for really good stuff, but the thing I actually get is stuff that I either cannot use, will not use, or detest. So it's even more insulting than if I just got common crap.
Electricity should work well.
Persona!
Go, Sensei! You...
Like, the best way I can think to describe that abhorrently bad luck of mine is, imagine if there was an enemy that gave you 250k money, whatever game you're playing. You would get just 250k if you managed to kill it straight out. It's easy to kill, but, it's incredibly rare and hard to find. My abhorrent luck would be me finding 4 of those things in a row while my purse was maxed out before I even met either of them. That's the level my luck tends to be when it's being nastily mean. The only other way I can explain it is like if you know Dragon Quest. Imagine running into the top tier metal slime 5 times in a row while all your characters are max level, and that's about how my luck works as well. That was kind of an ineffectual flailing. Flailing.
Beat the stuffing out of it.
I think you can reliably kill these things.
You hit its weakness. Smart.
Let's do it! This is it!
I got a bird lion head thing. Hooray! I'm glad that went well though. When it hit me in the back, I was legitimately afraid that it was just gonna immediately run on the first turn. It's a hallway further. This is also a hallway further. Is this a roundabout?
There are 3 enemies. Careful.
Persona!
3 enemies down.
Okay! This is it!
I would really like to hit enemies with other weaknesses besides Zeo, please? Alright, I'm actually feeling a little paranoid here. So let's do that. Okay, there's the stairs. There's still something with a key somewhere around here that I need to find. Okay, that looks like it's gonna wrap down around to the other side, so let's go this way first. Good choice. This is gonna hurt.
It's an ambush! There are 3 enemies!
Susie, that charm is doing so good for Yukiko.
Got back up! Hurry and beat it!
It's kind of hilarious.
That's some thick skin.
Persona!
3 enemies left!
You know, let's test something here.
Persona! Couldn't quite beat it.
Thought so.
Good work, Sensei!
All right. Ready or not, here we go.
Have I gotten a little stronger?
Yukiko gets a skill we won't be using for a while. I'm really looking forward to her level 26 skill, though. Fire pin. Boo! That's it, one treasure chest? Lame. What is the fire pin? This is fire damage 15%. And considering how well evasion is working for me this run, and good lord, that's a weird thing to say. I think I'm gonna leave Yukiko with the dodge physical. Or rather, with Chie with the dodge ice. Dodge fire. Eh. This is gonna hurt.
4 enemies ambushed! Chie-chan's all confused!
I'm really glad I picked up Jack Frost now.
3 enemies down! Good work, Yosuke! Persona! Yosuke pounded an enemy!
Stop hitting me!
It got back up! Hurry and beat it! Chie-chan's down! This isn't good!
And that's a thing that can happen when they're confused.
It got back up! Hurry and beat it!
I let my guard down.
Stop that! Okay. I can work with this. Yeah, thank God for that.
Enemies left!
Counting on you. Persona.
Now you see why these things are not good to leave hanging around.
This enemy's...
Let's test.
Take this! Couldn't quite beat it.
God, I wish I could actually organize these skills.
3 enemies down.
Let's go, partner. Good answer.
I got this thing! Whatever the heck it is. Full Arcana chance. Ooh, what is this? Yep, the Fool turns into a random Arcana when you pick it. And yeah, the Hierophant is actually quite good. So if we get a Reverse Arcana on the next Arcana chance, it won't take. I think the Reverse Hierophant is the opposite, where you are guaranteed the reverse on the Arcana chance for a while. I hate these birds!
Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely.
Seriously, this charm is doing wonders for Yukiko. It's kind of hilarious.
3 enemies left. You hit its weakness.
Well done.
Smart move, Sensei.
Oh, that was rude.
Amazing, Sensei.
Let me waste another SP.
Give it up!
The other thing I'll never use. It's fine. I got a Snuff Soul I can use. I got another Snuff Soul right there. I honestly find, like, using items more helpful in the lower level dungeons, because by the time you get to the higher level dungeons, you should have a higher hermit rank, so the fox is actually far more, viable.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
That's the first time any of those has actually hit Yukiko.
3 enemies left.
Really?
That's how it's done.
Oh, come on!
Sensei, that's 1 so far. Ah, are you all right, Sensei? Yosuke pounded an enemy.
Yosuke did not like the fact that, why is this bird so dodgy?
Wow, Sensei's back on his feet. 1 enemy. Fight, fight, fight.
No, really? Why was that bird so dodgy? Interesting. What do you do?
Congratulations.
Okay then. I'm not gonna be able to handle anything more with Zeos because Soji is tapped out. And there's actually nothing here. Okay. Yep. It actually does that in every dungeon. The doors remain open to show the rooms that you've actually opened up. Hopefully there are less lightning weak enemies in here. So this whole dungeon has been really steamy, Teddy. ways to go. This is new.
Do your best.
Also, fun fact I haven't mentioned yet. Every shadow has a mask on somewhere.
3 enemies left.
Let's be a little conservative.
Persona! That's some thick skin.
Persona!
I've actually had a point where I met a new enemy and I tried a Moss skill on it, and it reflected every single one, and that character died. So it's really good to be conservative when meeting an enemy for the first time.
Chie-chan, that's one. Look out, Chie-chan, your defense is down.
Ooh, nobody has Dekada. Dekada. That's bad.
Counting on you. Persona!
That's it, Yosuke.
Wow,
One
Yosuke-kun.
enemy down.
Persona!
2 crits in a row, Yosuke. Nice!
Okay! Out of our way!
I got a unicorn sheep. Okay. That'll be fine. Ooh, strength. Let's see what's going on with strength. And we've got our first reverse card, but the Hierophant Arcana says no.
Hey! I leveled up!
It didn't even wear off for that. Sweet. So it sticks around until you get an upright card or until it wears off. That's nice. That is store. Okay, there's the mini boss right there. This looks like it's just a straight circle. Well, rectangle, but. Ow. Oh no.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
No, 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 no.
Throw down! Persona!
2 enemies down. Go to
Amazing,
town,
Yosuke.
Yosuke.
That's some thick skin.
It got back up. Hurry and beat it. It got back up. Hurry and beat it. 3 enemies. Let's get through this.
Persona!
This enemy's weak.
Yeah, that is actually the one issue I have with the navigators.
Chie-chan, that's one.
Honestly, in general.
Direct hit. That's how you do it, Sensei.
Even in 5, their lines aren't really all that varied. They're really bad in 4 and 3.
Counting on you. Persona! Damn,
I don't
it's
know
not
why I
going
did that
down.
instead of the wind. I wasn't thinking.
It got back up. Hurry and beat it.
It's over!
Yuki-chan beat an enemy. Keep going.
Persona!
That's not the card I hit X on, game. My timing was actually correct this time. That's not what I hit. It unfortunately does do that sometimes. Like, I think in every PlayStation and PlayStation 2 game I've ever had, there has been some kind of input lag somewhere. And that is entirely possible that my system is just crap, but... It's very, very rare at least, though, so it's more kind of like an eh, oh well. You have 6 snuff souls. How did this happen? That should be plenty to get through the boss. This should work. This should be fine. That's a big gigas. Keep in mind that she also has 50 extra SP from her weapon. So she has to carve through 50 SP before she's even touching her natural reserves. That's one of the reasons I don't trade in her weapon for quite a while. Because there's very little that can match that 50 SP until you get way later.
One enemy ambushed you! Hang in there!
Ooh, this could be bad.
You can win this! Do your best!
Fortunately, Decodge does not actually affect the charge ups or the crit ups.
That's some thick skin.
One enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
It's over. I can't defeat it. Take this.
That Yosuke can cleanse.
Throw down.
Which I really want him to, because we really don't need it
So
with an attack buff on top of the crit rate up.
Someone finish it off.
Ooh, ouch.
Yuki-chan's in danger!
That's why we don't want it buffed on top of the usual attacks. Ow.
It's not strong at all! Yuki-chan's health is too low! Fix it!
I'm not gonna risk it.
Counting on you. Persona.
I can still
So our
do
best
this.
option is going to
Just
be
one enemy left.
magical attacks.
Persona!
He's got counter.
Persona!
Assuming those magical attacks will actually hit. Which means this guy is not any good. Let's take a risk here.
going down.
Persona! There! Persona! Couldn't quite beat it.
That's actually not what I wanted. Still, I can make use of this.
Persona! Counting on you!
Soji's okay.
Persona!
Even if it does hit him, he's got the barrier up. We'll just deflect it right back.
Couldn't do it.
He's okay for now.
Persona!
Persona! Counting on you! Persona!
Persona! There!
This is why having an off healer is actually quite nice.
Persona! Someone finish it off!
Persona!
I just realized this thing has rainbow hair.
Throw down! Someone else's turn.
Persona! There! So persistent.
It does!
Someone
Thankfully he's
finish
not
it
too
off.
tough when you actually start hammering him with spells.
Persona!
Especially because he spends most of his turns wasting... Well, not wasting, by buffing himself up.
Someone else's turn.
It's over.
It's not a waste, but if you never live long enough to use those, well, it just helps you out mostly.
Shall we move on?
Doesn't feel like anywhere near enough experience for that fight. The main, like, honestly, from my perspective, the main threat in that fight is him one-shotting one of your party members. That's generally why you want to keep everybody at maximum HP, is to just dodge that one shot. Because since he takes so much time charging himself up, especially if you have Yosuke Dikaja him, that's really the only real threat in that fight. And I've never actually seen him able to one-shot people from
It's not strong.
full health.
Go, Sensei!
Huh? Is it my turn?
It can come very close, but it will not actually one-shot them from full health.
That's it, Yosuke! One enemy down!
Throw down! Persona!
That's it, Yosuke! One enemy down!
Interesting.
Persona!
2 enemies down!
Good
Let's hit him!
Ready or not, here we go!
5 enemies!
That was
Take 'em out
pathetic.
one by
My
one.
god.
Persona! 3 left!
John beat it at?
Might as well.
Ready? Be
I
gone!
wonder why the all attack does so little on these.
Come on. Take this!
Woohoo!
Luckily they seem weak to
John,
any
she
skill,
has
any
won.
spell, so.
Don't think, feel. I leveled up!
So I just realized Yukiko's persona has a heart boob. Why am I drowning in chess keys this playthrough? Like, I'm not complaining, but it's kind of hilarious. Wow, I didn't actually think there was anything in the game that could resist Almighty. I guess I forgot about those. It's another hallway. So many hallways in this bathhouse. How does anybody find their way around?
One enemy! Fight! 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 Counting on you! Persona! Ooh, good one, Yosuke! You hit it! Let's... Alright!
Also, you might be able to guess
Out of our way!
Kanji's element from this. Like in Yukiko's castle, the majority of the weaknesses in this place talk about what his element and his own weakness actually is. Okay, well there's the stairs. And this is a pair to the one on the other end. You know what? It's gonna burn one of my special items, but I'm gonna do it just to show it off. So meet the Reaper!
It's death! This one's dangerous! This one's tough! Hang in there!
Yeah! Yeah, yeah. So we want to get the heck out of here.
Okay, I'll look for an opening for you. One enemy! Fight! 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 Oh, Sensei! Sensei, get up!
So let's get to show how the moon Tsukubami works off. By using it, everyone is fully restored. Though it occurs to me I might burn more than one trying to get out of this this fight,
Be patient! I need to find an opening first!
which will be very unfortunate if that's the case. Oh, I do, you're right. Where is it? Where is it? That's okay. I actually didn't mind burning that one item because that does mean I can actually continue on with the dungeon, and I've never used all 10. I've always hit the end of the game with at least a few remaining, so I didn't mind burning one there. So yeah, that's the Reaper! That's why you don't mess with the Reaper! That's why when it says, when it asks you if you want to open the box with a terrifying presence, you say no and run away screaming. But that's also how that makes it the easy difficulty a little easier is you get 10 of those, which are basically complete party restores.
It's not going
I am indeed.
I can't defeat it. Someone finish it
I
off.
don't think I'm actually going to be required to, because I don't believe I can progress in the dungeon without going through that door.
Principality!
Go, Sensei! You...
Oh, what? Be gone!
So I think it was floor 3, not floor 5. If it will only progress without unlocking the door, I will most likely do it when I finish the dungeon and I come back tomorrow. Because if it's not required for me to progress, whatever's behind that door will not change if I come back later. Yeah, so the Reaper. The thing about the Reaper is, while he is completely unfightable at lower levels, and it is completely unfightable, it's actually not like 3 where you keep all your levels when you New Game Plus.
ambush! There are 3 enemies! Oh, Yuki-chan, that was lovely!
I lost my train of thought.
It's not... Yosuke!
Okay, so
your
the Reaper.
defense is down!
Persona!
In Persona 3, you actually would keep the levels you gained.
Yuki-chan! This doesn't look good!
You would actually keep the levels that you gained when you started over. That is not the case in this game, as you saw. I was at level 1, which means the Reaper is completely unfightable early on.
I'm okay.
3 enemies! Let's get through this!
It's over.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy!
That
Keep
was
going!
a gamble that did not pay off.
It's not... Yosuke! Your defense is down!
Yeah, I keep trying to focus on the battle, losing my train of thought. That's right, the Reaper. The Reaper is always at level 85 with 999 HP and 999 SP. I don't know what his exact stats are, but they're high. High is really all you need to know.
Yuki-chan!
I didn't know something was weak.
2 enemies! Charge through them!
So you're not actually going to be able to deal with the Reaper until you are very close to the end of the game.
It's not going down.
Which is unfortunate, because you could actually kill it on the first floors in
Look out, Chie-chan! Your defense is down!
3 if you pulled Persona out of the compendium. The thing is, when you get the chance to kill the Reaper, you really want to kill it because it drops the best weapons and armor for the characters in the game. The problem with that is that you're probably never actually gonna have access to that,
Enemies!
because
Sensei's back on his feet!
the Reaper showing up is 1, completely random, 2, a very low chance. So even when you get to the point where you can actually deal with the Reaper, you might just not be able to get him to show up because he can only show up in chests, and if you've opened all the chests in a dungeon for a day, that dungeon doesn't refresh until tomorrow.
Persona!
All enemies down!
You sure? I mean, that's fine, but
So if you're trying to farm for the Reaper, essentially what you're going to have to do is save scum.
That should do it.
Pick a day you're gonna do it, go into the TV, save, do each dungeon. If the Reaper doesn't show up, back out, reload. Some people will reload after a full dungeon rather than all the dungeons. But either way, farming the Reaper is a pain in the butt. It is worth it if you've got the patience for it, but I don't. I don't really have the patience for something that is so RNG. When I say that his chance of appearing is rare, I mean rare. I have literally gone through full playthroughs of this game, doing every dungeon at least twice, sometimes more for leveling, and never seen the Reaper.
4 enemies! They weren't expecting us! 3 enemies
All right,
down!
keep it up.
Wowee, Sensei! Good work, Sensei! That's 1 so far! This one's big.
Damn, it's not
3
going
enemies
down.
left!
Honestly, as far as I can tell, the thing with the Reaper is more that it's kind of a bonus if you happen to find it when you can actually hurt it,
Couldn't do it.
but it's really not worth
Persona!
giving a full-on try for,
Chie-chan! That's 1!
unless you've got the patience of a saint. If you do, by all means, go ahead. You'll be rewarded for it if you can find it and kill it.
Beat it!
It's just the finding it and killing it part that's a problem.
It's over.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy! Keep going!
Come on. Persona. Couldn't quite beat it.
Yeah, that's the other problem with it, is the thing it gives you is random. Like, when I said it gives you the best weapons and armor in the game, I mean one at a time. When you kill it, it will give you 1 drop. So if you actually want to fully equip your party, you have to kill it no less than 8 times. Which, considering how hard it is to actually find the thing, good luck on that one. Yeah, it'll only drop for characters that are in the full party, but I wouldn't know why you would be equipping characters you're not using in your party anyway. But if it's not exactly random, then you're gonna have to explain to me how you actually trigger it, because I sure don't know. I actually had more playthroughs where I've never seen the Reaper than playthroughs where I've seen him even once. Oh, you meant the drops. The drop you get is random, but it's only determined by who's in the party. Like, you could randomly get Soji's weapon, or you could randomly get Naoto's weapon, or you could randomly get a piece of armor, but it won't drop for people who are not in the party. Oh, I didn't actually know it prioritized weapons. I've never done anything with the Reaper because, to give you an idea of the farming it, I once spent 3 real-life days, about maybe 2 hours per day, trying to farm the Reaper, and I found it once. I found it once in those 3 days and at least 6 hours, probably more, of trying to farm it. So,
Persona!
2 enemies! Charge through them!
Counting on you! Persona!
I would like to kill the Reaper because I think it'd be really interesting to show off at least 1 item from it.
Couldn't quite beat it.
But it's one of those things that it's very unlikely it's going to happen.
Yuki-chan beat an enemy! Keep going! Look out, Chie-chan! Your defense is down!
Whether or not Reaper reaping is worth it depends entirely on the type of person you are.
Someone finish it off.
Like, if you're the type of person who doesn't mind spending hours grinding, save scumming, reloading on what is a complete RNG chance, then
Great work!
by all means, it is absolutely worth it for you to actually grind it up. Because those weapons will literally break the final boss over your knee. But I don't find it worth it. If it was just a matter of getting strong enough to fight the Reaper, then I certainly would. But, like, I don't find grinding low-level RNG chances enjoyable. Like, it was so much better in 3 because to trigger the Reaper in 3, you just idled on the floor. That was it. So if you wanted to kill the Reaper and get the stuff it had, just get strong enough to kill it, and then stand still on the floor. Then the Reaper would eventually come, and it does it for every floor, from floor 1 to the top floor. So you just sit, and you wait, and you wait, and when it finally comes up, you just kill it.
Enemy reinforcements! Hurry and beat them! Reinforcements are here! Not... This enemy's...
It's about that way in 3 as well.
Good move, Chie-chan!
I don't know how long you have to be on a floor, but it is essentially just sit and stand on the floor until you hear the chain rattling. When you hear the chain rattling, if you sent your party out to clear the floor, get them to come back. And just wait for the Reaper to find you. Or you can run fight him yourself. In 3, the Reaper approaches you, so even if you're moving around, he'll be heading towards you, so you can head him off. Yeah, I don't know why they made it so impossible in this game.
They caught you off guard!
It's one of those things that I don't think I'll ever be able to conceive of. Like,
Yay! Yosuke scored a critical hit! It got back up!
so the Reaper learned how to open doors. Cool.
Yuki-chan! This doesn't look good!
It was a joke.
Do this.
Look out, Chie-chan! Your defense is down!
It was a joke because in 3, you can actually get the Reaper hung up on walls. If you angle yourself exactly right, you can get the Reaper stuck on walls, which I always found immensely humorous. The other thing about the Reaper is that it can't actually approach the stairs. So you can actually walk up onto the stairs and stand still, and the Reaper will just kind of like wander around the stairs trying to get at you, but it cannot comprehend how to lift its legs, so it doesn't know how to get up the stairs. I do like the idea of trying to like lock out the Reaper and it just phases through the door. Like Morgana jams the lock and thumbs up, everyone's thumbing back up, and the Reaper fades through the door and everyone just starts screaming and running away. I honestly think it was just kind of an oversight in 3 or a way to give you some breathing room, because if you progress to the next floor, it brings all of your living party members to you. So I think it was just trying to give you like a break, but I just find this thing of ultimate evil unable to comprehend how stairs work hilarious.
2 enemies down!
Now's okay. Ready or not, here we come.
Enemy reinforcements! Hurry and beat them! Reinforcements are here! Not good!
Also, I don't know if I said it at the time, and even if I did, I'm gonna say it again. Thank you for reminding me of the smoke ball. I think I would have burned through 5 of my little things there if you hadn't reminded me about that.
Give it up.
I just always forget that I have those because
Oh, did I level up?
I don't know. I think it's because I rarely actually use them. Not because they're not useful, they're insanely useful. I just very rarely get to a point where I need to run from the battle. Yeah, he's just like, huh? Reaper just turns around, slowly looking around, lifting up one of the pistols to scratch its head confusedly.
There are 2 enemies.
Let's do
Hang in
this,
there.
Jiraiya!
2 enemies down.
Okay!
Enemy reinforcements. Hurry and beat them.
Oh, so this is like
Reinforcements are here. Not good.
this is like the easiest fight. As long as Yosuke and Chie go first in our party, then we can pretty much handle it.
Persona!
Good move.
What,
Chie.
Cupids and Kings?
Okay!
I'm only trying for the Arcana chance. Ooh, the lovers. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Upright lovers! Powerful shadows have disappeared from the area. This one I find kind of eh. Honestly, I prefer to have the powerful shadows around because they give more EXP, but it's helpful if you're having some trouble. Also, yeah, I mean, as long as the kings are gonna stick to that pattern, I'll stick that pattern as well. But I kind of like the fact that Kanji has pet tigers in his brain.
5
Let's do
enemies.
this, Jiraiya!
Don't get discouraged. All enemies down. Good.
No, all out, they resist it.
Wait, what? Okay. Persona!
I love how confused your party sounds when you refuse an all-out attack, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Down.
Just the, okay, dokie then.
Did that do it?
These things give a lot of yen.
You did it, Sensei.
3.
Ha! Level up!
And Yosuke gets an empty level because Tetrafew is awful. it's very awful. It's basically that confusion skill, but remember that bosses are heavily resistant to things like confusion, and yeah. So I don't know what was up in that branch, and you know what? I don't care. We're actually getting very close to the end of it, so. Kanji sounds a bit off. Was that a shadow? Either that or the real Kanji's starting to get disorientated with all the fog. Oh, it's the
It's not strong at all.
Paj-
I'm sure you can win.
Pajama Jester Magician. I'll go ahead and show it off once, just to show how it works, because I'm never going to use it after this.
Persona!
Huh, that
3 enemies left.
that actually worked well, okay.
It's over! I can't defeat it!
I don't know that that the enemy's waste money actually does anything. I don't think it...
Take this! Someone finish it
I don't
off!
think it actually does anything.
Good work, Sensei. That's 1 so far.
But alright.
Throw down.
I was legitimately not prepared for
Not going
that to
down.
actually work. Oh, one HP. You do you, buddy.
It's over.
I might try it again a little later and see if it actually works way better than it seems like it should. Because if I can confuse some of the really nasty encounters, that would be nice. There you go, Sandman. Meh.
Yay, I leveled up.
It may also just be a case of the fact of what I said before, is that stats effects do work well, just on the random, or the normal encounters, which can be very, very helpful. It can be helpful. I've just never found it specifically helpful. What is it? Did I pick up another thing for girls there? So I did. Okay. I'm gonna give that to Yukiko then. It is a 9 defense drop, but that 20 SP is too nice. And she can inherit the battle Camozil. Whatever. The bikini! She can inherit the bikini. Also, I honestly fully admit I really hate the fact that there's gendered armor in this game. Because there's literally no reason. It's gender locking for the sake of gender locking. There's nothing on the models!
It's not strong at all. I'm sure you can win.
Okay. Let's approach this carefully.
3 enemies. Let's get through this.
Throw down. Damn, it's not going down.
Persona. There. I couldn't do it.
Let's take a risk.
Couldn't quite beat it.
It's not strong at all. I'm sure you can win.
I might experiment with others, but I'm not doing it with Soji. It's a good thing I didn't. Interesting. No, let's have some fun. Yeah, that's generally what happens with it. So which was the one that had red wall? I didn't see. Well, it'll just resist it. It won't actually reflect it back on her. So.
Two remaining.
That's my cue. Leave it to me.
See, that's why I don't use Tenterfu. It more often than not
That's it, Yosuke.
works like that, where it just misses everybody, so you just burnt 12 SP for nothing.
Ready or not, here we come.
Just gonna get trashed the moment Yosuke gets something better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the one on like floor 3 when on the revisit here.
You can win this. Three enemies. Let's get through this. Don't give up, Yosuke.
Yes, please Xenonaga the dude who
I'm
blocks
pissed
it.
now.
That's a good idea for you.
Counting on you. That's some thick skin.
It's over.
Smooth, Yuki-chan.
So
Two
does
enemies
this thing
defeated.
reflect physical like its partner? No, it doesn't. So it basically has basic everything. There's the stairs. It's a straightforward floor for once.
I smell 4 enemies.
Stop that.
Show them your stuff. This enemy's weakness is ice attacks.
So Chie can
Yuki-chan
just boo-foo
seriously
it.
out to lunch.
Counting on you.
We're actually getting a little battered here.
Thanks a million.
Four enemies. You gotta hang
You know,
in
that's
there.
kind of a problem because Yukiko's got the strongest attack of this party right now.
3 more to go. Someone finish it off.
Yuki-chan seriously out to lunch.
Yeah! Would not return 1 star. Alternately, Bathhouse was Bathhouse. Actually had Steam. 5 stars.
3 enemies left.
That's not who I wanted to... Well, it'll do. Actually, this was what I wanted to select.
2 enemies down. Wonderful, Sensei.
I should have... It's fine, you going on die.
Good work, Sensei. That's 1 so far.
I was hoping that would crit.
Yuki-chan seriously out to... 2 enemies. Charge through them.
Throw down.
Yosuke pounded an enemy.
She did it again.
Yuki-chan seriously out to lunch. One
Couldn't
enemy.
quite beat it.
Fight!
Luckily, Yosuke's pretty durable, so, she didn't kill him. My timing was a bit off there. I was most interested in pulling the Hierophant, so... There we go. When in doubt, smack Yosuke. He probably deserves it. Okie dokie. Let's get it patched up here. It's actually not. That's not how it works. Interesting. What is that? Not actually going to do much, but it'll make it harder for Mudo skills to hit Soji, so why not? Yeah, the way the Hierophant works is that it remains until you get an upright card, but it just prevents cards' reverse skills from taking effect. So like if I got a reverse skill, it would still count as that Arcana chance, it just wouldn't actually take effect. I wish it guaranteed the next Arcana is upright, but no, it's not quite that good.
You hit its weakness! Smart move, Sensei!
Perfect!
Hit. That's how you...
Let's do it! Ah!
I actually really want to get at least somebody one of the skills that has a high crit chance for just cases like that. It's like you might be able to wall away your weakness, but can you wall away my critical? Okay, this should be the last actual floor. I appreciate Teddy trying, but I don't really understand how we haven't seen Kanji yet, so he has to be on the top floor is such a hard concept. Maybe that's just me?
A rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
Principality!
You hit its weakness!
Ready? It will end here!
My luck is kind of abnormal. I'm not usually this lucky in this game. Yeah. Sure, getting me a lot of chess keys though, and I am not complaining, let me tell you that.
I smell 4 enemies! Show them your stuff!
Let's see. Oh, you are a good luck charm. There's no maybe about that.
Sensei? It got back up! Seen it! It got back up! Seen it! Use ice! You can win!
Counting on you! That's some thick skin!
4 enemies!
Clearly just none of us are good luck charms for you. I didn't know Soju was so low. Ooh, this could be bad. No, we're alright. 2 of this party will take mortal hits for him, so he's okay. This game is just, firm. This game is firm, but mostly fair. Earthbound hates you and wants you to die.
Gotten a little stronger?
Okay, let's fix that right the heck now. That is entirely possible. Wonder what rank that makes my luck.
4 enemies. They weren't expecting us.
Considering I almost always have horrific luck. But then things like this happen where I get really good bouts of luck.
Good work, Sensei. That's one so far.
Throw down! Persona!
Cool, Yosuke. You beat 2 of them.
So persistent.
So I'm Komaida?
That took forever!
Congrats!
And there's 24. That is
Another
precisely
level
what I
for me.
needed.
Two enemies. You can... Two enemies left.
Persona! Counting on you! Persona!
I love these weird table things.
That's some thick skin!
Persona! So persistent. Take this!
You hit it.
Let me handle this! Watch me!
I ain't gonna complain.
That's it, Yosuke.
Saves me some SP.
Now, good answer! Ready or not, here we come!
I got table legs from that. Okay.
I smell 3 enemies. Don't get careless.
Principality!
Soji's angry because they're incredibly annoying, so he just rips the table legs off
2
them.
enemies down. Wonderful, Sensei. It got back up.
And that dodge physicals.
It got back
Sure,
up.
doing well for Yukiko over there.
Counting on you! Damn, it's not going down!
It's over. I leveled up.
And now Chie learns a really nice skill. She now has a 10% chance to reflect all physical attacks. Well, I should say any physical attack. I got a free Goho M, which I didn't need, but I appreciate anyway.
Three enemies.
Oh, this is gonna be
but they're
easy.
Too slow.
Persona!
Go, Sensei.
Or I can do
Now
that.
lower down.
Piece of crap. Piece of crap!
Throw down! Persona! Someone else's turn.
3 enemies left.
Persona!
Woohoo! Chie-chan. That's
It's
one.
over.
idea. Let's go on the safe side here. Good thing I did that.
Don't give up, Yosuke! Are you okay, Sensei? Someone heal him!
Okay, get Chie. Yukiko's next.
Woohoo! Chie-chan! That's one!
And so for it's not actually as bad as it looks, because Chie and Yosuke can still take mortal blows for him. It only starts being really bad once they've both taken it. They only can take it once per battle.
Great work!
The only thing they can't actually take, I believe, are the light and dark skills, but like any attack that would kill Soji, they will take. It does not matter what the attack actually is. The only time that doesn't apply is for all, I think, any sort of all hit skill will still hit Soji. They won't actually block it. It's not too awful, but I like Yukiko's dodge physical better. So here is the top floor, and here's the save point butterfly. Now, what I normally do with these is that I will return to the entrance, and I will come back the next day to deal with the boss when I have full everything. But we've got kind of a problem with that, in that I need to actually fuse tomorrow, and that is going to take a while to get to do what I want. So even though I am going in with a little lower equipment than I probably should have, considering I haven't sold the stuff I've got, I'm just going to go fight the Kanji boss fight. Because I want to actually see Kanji today, so... Pet the fox. It's a little expensive, but I can still afford it, so... I'm actually going to save again here. Just in case the worst happens. Now, this boss fight is actually considered one of the hardest boss fights in the game, believe it or not.
There they are!
Kanji!
Oh, come now! Enough with the charade. Isn't it awful to deceive people? To deceive yourself? What's so bad about doing what I want to do? That has nothing to do with it. I'm what you really want, aren't I?
I would hope Kanji would want to
Hell
wear
no.
actual clothes, personally.
Oh, how I hate girls. So arrogant and self-centered. They cry if you get angry, they gossip behind your back, they spread nasty lies. They look at me like some disgusting thing and say that I'm a weirdo. Laughing at me all the while. You like to sew? What a queer. Painting is so not you. But you're a guy. You don't act like a guy. Why aren't you manly? What does it mean to be a guy? What does it mean to be manly? Girls are so scary. I ain't scared of them. Men are much better. they'd never say those awful, degrading things. Yes, I vastly prefer men.
Yeah, they would, Kanji. I'm sorry.
Hell with that! What makes you think you can say that shit with my face? Why, you're me. And I'm you. You do know that, don't you? No. Nuh-uh. No way! There's no way in hell that you're me!
Of course, we know why Shadow K thinks that, since he's
You're me, and there's no denying it!
Kanji's repressed gay desires. So,
Kanji-kun!
Everyone, on guard!
it does make me sad. Like, men are actually more worse about that than girls usually are, dude.
I am a shadow. The true self. I'm just being true to myself. And that's why I'll get rid of anything in my way!
Are these Kanji-kun's true feelings?
This isn't really him. It's just his emotions going haywire.
This has nothing to do with you guys anymore. Didn't I just say I'm gonna get rid of you?
So, fun fact you never noticed, there's actually rose vines on his arms. Heck, I'd find that the most attractive of all, man. I'm not gonna lie. So the main reason that this part is so difficult is the nice guy and the tough guy ones. The nice guy you need to kill right away. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needs to die, and it needs to die fast. And that's because that will actually buff and heal Shadow Kanji, and that, no.
Counting on you.
It is also immune to either ice or fire, I don't remember which, and the tough guy is immune to the one that it is not immune to. You might notice that ice and fire are the girls' ones. Sorry, they drain it, they're not immune to it.
It's over!
Eyes closed.
This is also why you absolutely need Dekaja for fights like this. Because Heat Riser just rose all of his stats to the maximum, and that's not really something we can get behind.
Persona.
So Yosuke is first and foremost on Dekaja duty above everything else. You absolutely cannot leave those stats on Shadow Kanji. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That needs to be cleansed, and it needs to be cleansed immediately. Because if it's not, you are going to be in for a lot of suffering, and he's probably going to wipe your party. Also, you can see both the shield and Chie's counter kicked in to bounce that onto Kanji. The good news is that as long as you keep cleansing it, the nice guy will keep putting it back on, so he will not use his healing skill, as far as I'm aware. I could just be remembering that wrong, but
Counting on you.
he's a boss. He can do all the hacks he wants. The good news is that Kanji will actually not respawn these skills, these enemies. So it is actually very worth your time to get rid of them. And they give you bonus experience if you get rid of both of them. The tough guy is really not much of an issue. considering you can see his attacks are not really doing all that much to us. So at that point, it's really up to you whether or not you want to clear him out.
Throw down! Persona!
It's over.
Yukiko is most likely going to be on healing duty the whole fight. Maybe not necessarily the whole fight, but she should be able to handle that actually, so I'm going to drop this thing's defense. Should know what to start with, didn't think of it. Yeah, for Yukiko, keep her healing whenever anyone's hurt, and then using Agelio when anybody is not.
Persona!
Having Soji pack a persona with media can also help. But you're usually going to get 2 turns before Kanji hits you again, and you should be able to heal up in those 2 turns. I'm just trying to get this thing to get exhausted. I don't know if it can actually do that.
Counting on you!
Also, you might need to be ready to have you're going to need to be ready to have Chie or Soji use a Snuff Soul on Yosuke if the battle drags on too long with the nice guy up, to make sure he can keep using Dekaja. Because just trust me when I say you do not want to deal with Kanji buffed like that. Screw it.
Counting on you!
And again, by doing it this way, it also makes sure that the nice guy never does anything but buff. Which you do not want him pulling out Diorama, because he will pull out Diorama. And that heals for more than Dia does. That's the 2nd tier healing spell. That, by the way, is why it suggests having a persona that resists physical. Actually going to... I'm gonna stick with what I got. It is almost down, so Yosuke can almost start actually getting into fighting now.
Eyes closed.
It doesn't matter that his defense is reverted because he was almost dead anyway. This should do it. Excellent. And this is the last Dekaja Yosuke needs to throw out because the tough guy can't buff him and Kanji can't buff himself. Not in a way we can cleanse, I mean. So since the ice one is now gone, we can start throwing out Mabufu. Of course, the tough guy drains fire, so Yukiko's spells are no longer useful here. So you can relegate her completely to healing duty now.
Persona!
Ooh, he drains physical. I didn't know that.
Physical attacks are a no-no. Be careful.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I will keep that in mind. Let's see. I am mostly going to ignore the tough guy. Because he's not really what's important right now. With the nice guy gone, we can move on to Shadow Kanji himself. Also, look how much health got cleaved. Just using her rampage there.
Persona!
I am going to be really happy when I have access to all of the buffs.
Throw down!
Take this! Persona! There!
Yeah, basically.
You made my decision to go through with this. Get out of my way, or I'll crush you!
Well, here's the first of Kanji's unique skills. Forbidden Murmur only affects the boys and it poisons them. Poisons them.
Sensei, hurry and get rid of that poison.
I actually have no way to get rid of poison. Oh dear. I thought Patra would get rid of poison, and I am an idiot. Oh dear. I don't have that on anybody. So we're just gonna kinda have to put up with this. It only does it for one person. And Kanji will consistently cast that through the fight. It's not worth wasting that.
Yosuke's all poisoned.
Counting on you!
It just means they can't use any physical skills, so we're gonna have to rely on spells.
Take this! Persona! There!
That was actually a major misstep I did. I didn't come in here with a way to cleanse poison. That is a very, very bad thing you never want to do.
Sensei, hurry and get rid of that poison.
I can't, Teddy!
Persona! Counting on you!
Yosuke's all poisoned.
Persona!
This is also why Yukiko with the fan from her dungeon is so good, because it gives her an extra 50 SP to play with, which means a lot more medias. Also, you're wondering why I'm not rebuffing Chie, there's something I'm waiting for.
Persona! Persona! There!
Oh!
I don't know if he's gonna do it yet.
Sensei, hurry Hurry and get rid of that poison!
Actually, I think it's probably safe to rebuff Chie. I don't think he's gonna do it yet.
Yosuke's all poisoned!
Counting on you. Persona!
Persona!
Yosuke's all poisoned!
I know, Teddy!
Persona!
There's nothing I can do about it! Here it goes.
Out of my way! What's wrong with acting however I feel like? Give me more.
Oh, this is not what I was expecting.
Wow, that was intense! Are you alright?
Luckily, he went after Yukiko with that. Fatal End actually does more damage to any enemies that are downed. So that could have been very bad if he went after Yusuke with that. Yosuke.
Persona! Damn it!
Who do they think they are? Yosuke's all poisoned!
Throw down!
Take this! Persona!
One thing I will admit I don't like in this game is the healing spells don't feel like they're anywhere remotely powerful enough. Like you can see, this is only the second dungeon, and we got Yukiko for this dungeon, and Dia and Media are already majorly outclassed. Diorama is unfortunately not going to be much different.
Throw down! Persona!
Let me get Soji's health back up.
Persona!
Here we go.
It was weird. Deep down, you don't accept me at all. No matter what, I won't lose.
Or not? Okay. Okay, this is starting to edge into a problem.
Sensei, hurry and get rid of that poison!
Teddy, I love you, but shut up.
Throw down!
Yosuke's all poisoned!
I have a plan for what I'm doing. It's just as bad in 3 and just as bad in 5. It gives you no way to adjust the frequency at which your navigator tells you something. I have a plan.
Sensei, hurry and get rid of that poison!
I actually find it mostly irritating, believe it or not, in actually with Ice Boost, I might actually be able to make some damage. I'll have to burn SP for doing it an all hit. That should work.
Persona!
I actually found 3 was annoying. I actually found 5 the most annoying. Because I loved Fuka, but oh god, the way she would say stuff made me want to punch her right in the teeth sometimes. Yes. What did I say? Did I say Fuka again?
Yosuke's all poisoned.
Futaba. I really liked Futaba's character, but just the way she would, her voice was often condescending, made me want to just punch her teeth out.
Eyes closed.
Don't give up, Yosuke!
He got double reflected again.
He needs help.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Yosuke
this
barely
is...
has any help.
Yes, I know, Teddy!
Yosuke's all poisoned.
So you're seeing how this battle can very quickly go out of hand if you aren't prepared for it.
You're gonna pay, damn it! Counting on you! Persona!
Did he say a pun? I didn't notice the pun.
Give me more!
Teddy, no. Not the time, Ted. Interesting. I wonder if he's not actually going to do it. This would legitimately be the first time I've ever done this fight where he hasn't done that other skill if he doesn't do it. Well, so I forget what it's called, but he actually has a skill that only hits the girls, and it enrages both of them. That was the thing I was kind of waiting for with Chie? Because I thought he was going to pull that out, but Forbidden Murmur poisons the boys, and there's another one that enrages the girls.
I leveled up.
I can legitimately say I've never done a fight like that where he has not pulled it out at all. That was kind of interesting. I was going to use the Emerita Soda once everyone got stats effect, but I guess I saved myself an item.
Damn it.
Kanji-kun.
Wait, Yukiko, something's wrong.
It's still coming at us. Kanji is still rejecting it.
Well, I can't blame him with this many witnesses.
Such a passionate approach.
What?
I think that you three would make wonderful boyfriends.
Stop it. You got it all wrong.
Enough. Stop! What the hell are you blabbering about? I don't care who. Won't someone, anyone please accept me? Stop it! Accept me for who I am!
And there's Kanji's true feelings.
Whoa, whoa. I really don't swing that way.
Uh-huh.
I said stop it!
Yes, Kanji clocks his shadow right in the face.
Can't believe something like this is inside me.
Kanji, you're...
Yeah, I know. I've known all this time I had something like you. It ain't a matter of guys or chicks. I'm just scared shitless of being rejected. I'm a total pansy who tries to make everyone hate me. Come on, get up. Anyone who looks like me, I know they ain't so weak that they can't take a punch. I already know that you're me. You're me. And I'm you, damn it.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Shit.
He's also on the floor now.
Kanji-kun!
Let's get him out of here.
Give me just a sec.
Kanji-kun, are you okay?
It's nothing. Whoa. I feel great. It's like my mind's all cleared up. Hey, about what just happened. Yeah, you better.
We'll explain everything later. You need to take a rest now. We'll be waiting for you at school.
School? Sure, if I ever feel like going.
I'll take this guy home. If anyone asks, I'll just say I found him somewhere like this.
Okay, I'm okay. Honestly, I think they probably did, or they just threw him on Chie. Chie's pretty strong. Also, sorry about that. I always get kind of choked up at kanjis.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Remember that Kanji Tatsumi guy I told you about? You know, the one who went nuts on that news special. His family's shop called in to report him missing, but now he's been found. I thought I'd let you know since you go to the same high school. Yeah. One other
Interesting.
thing. Some people have seen you around that textile shop lately, I hear. It's not the kind of shop students normally visit. Just what kind of business did you have there? A friend? Oh, that Amagi girl. That's right. Her family's in buys their stuff wholesale. Fine. Just don't get yourself in over your head, okay?
See, suspicion here makes sense because,
Are you fighting again?
twice as coincidence, 3 times as happenstance. Okay, so I need to go back in the TV world today to actually fuse that thing. It kinda does. Yeah, it's a little odd. I don't think that's what they were going for, but... Oh yeah, I could actually just fuse it in the shopping district, that's right. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that. That's gonna take quite a while, so that'll be all for today. But we actually finished the dungeon, and we got to see a really touching moment with Kanji, so... Oh yeah, the girl on the second floor, I remember. Should be right here. We got the fox some money. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut it here because it's probably gonna take me a while to try to get Victory Cry to actually roll up. But like I said, what Victory Cry does, it will make dungeon crawling so much less painful. So, I will see you next time. We will just do some happy days and stuff like that. Yeah, I want to actually clear out some Persona fusion and stuff, and get the materials I need to fuse into it, things like that, before I actually save. Yeah, next time!